everyone, and welcome back. Ellington here, and we are here with another epic battle replay. And as you can see, we are watching this massive horde of troops march through this city. We are on the settlement of Kath, and it may surprise you to hear that this is not the Defender's army. This is actually the Attacker's army. So let's take a look at the battlefield. You could see over on this side, there's a couple troops from RDI on some towers, and then the three generals way back in the back here. So we've got Lusitani being commanded by R. Wimber, then we've got Nervii being commanded by Murader, RDI being commanded by Royal Athenian. For the defenders, we have got Sparta being commanded by Welcome to Astalia, gentlemen. We have another Nervii army being commanded by Cambridge. And then the final army, I don't think we can see their stuff, but it is Macedon being commanded by I don't know 101. So the attackers brought three armies that could bring guerrilla deploy stuff, and they guerrilla deployed their stuff back here. And if the defenders don't know about it, it's actually kind of a sneaky little tactic. So right now, this city, this is Antioch. I think I said Cathar. This is Antioch. The point is right here. Look at this. They are like super close to the point here. So the main goal here is, can they make it to this point before the defenders see it? So that is the question. So the nearest troop you see right now is Sparta's Helot archers right here. And you can see nothing seen. Oh wait, yes. Guerrilla swords here from Nervii were briefly seen. They're now seen again. Got a Greek bastion ballista over here. Wait, what? Oh, that's the Spartan one. I was confused. I was like, what the hell? All right, so what they're going to try and do is set up stuff to kind of guard the approach, but look what's in the way. Spartan pikes sitting right in the way. You can see some command orders sending troops over to the right here. But it looks like RDI might... Okay, he was going for jabbies, it looks like. So this is the mistake that I think the defender or the attackers made here. So the attackers guerrilla deployed a bunch of their towers all over the settlement. Like everywhere, right? And so the defenders know that they can't see the armies of the attackers. So what do? They deploy troops all over the city, so that they can defend against all of it if they can. So the attackers, their strategy here almost worked. They got halfway here, but all of the troops that were over in this area were easily able to come back and redeploy. So I was actually watching this as a stream on Discord, and I think had they set all of their stuff here and made it look like they were gonna push the other side. Sorry about that, guys. Let me get back over there. Have they made it look like they were going to push this side here, all of the defenders' armies would have been over in this corner. Or most of it, at least. And I think they would have a hell of a lot easier way in. Now, on the other side of this temple here, you've got the Royal Spartans, so another troop that's going to be tough to get through. You got the Pikes over here. Pikes now 27 kills. They're being backed up by an O-sworn unit from the defending Nervii. Lusitani, I think, is trying to put pressure on the troops that were over in this corner defending against the small RDI force. Move it! I think they're trying to delay them or maybe cut some of them off. You can see the stream of troops. The defenders are trying to basically consolidate their forces. They're trying to basically hold this area here so that their army can make it back to this point. You can see the massive stream of Macedonian troops coming. There's a couple Macedonian troops that are still kind of defending the wall here. They've got these RDI troops pretty much, you know, stuck on the walls. Got a Spartan hotplate. It's not really moving at all. But so Lusitani's got all his Lusitani guerrillas here throwing their jabbies at this Spartan hoplite. Kind of think that may be a little bit waste of jabbies there. You could probably beat that. Guerrilla swords engaging the Royal Spartans. Royal Spartans have 16 kills. Now, the guerrilla troops for most of these units are not bad. You know, the Nervii guerrilla swords and the Lusitani guerrillas are actually pretty solid, but they can't really take on pikes. So their first goal, obviously, is they got to get through this pike and hopefully the Royal Spartan on the other side, which both of those are not easy tasks. Get some screenshots. Now you got a Levy Freeman and Oathsworn moving, or yeah, they came in to support. Spartan pikes are actually leaving this. Getting shot up pretty bad though. Now if they can deal with the pikes, they may have some opportunities here. But I don't know why. They've got a really nice opening on the side here. They don't seem to quite be taking it. The pikes are really kind of out of position. They're no longer a big enough unit to fill that full choke point. Gallic Hunters over here have really been chewing them up. Guerrilla Swords. Okay, so they took away the Royal Spartan and changed out with the Spartan Hoplite. I just noticed that. Where did the Royal Spartan go? Yeah, this is it right here. Only 16 kills and lost 25 men. Got a bunch of Thorough Spears and Thorax Swords over here, some Naked Warriors from Nervii. Once again, just the massive stream of Macedonian troops trying to fall back. Still have I mean, they put a Thorax Sword over here. I'm not really sure why. Like, that Spartan Hoplite was not broken yet. They probably could have gotten this Thorax Sword back. Now, if they can, if the attackers can get through this, then they can start putting pressure down this street, which is going to require the defenders to probably hold something here or here. Thorax Swords from Macedon. It looks like Macedon is setting up for the brunt of the assault. They look like they're going to come in and assist in these choke points and probably hold in this spot as well. So Macedon apparently will be the first line of defense. Oathsworn 102 kills. Now, the Oathsworn are probably going to get a lot of kills in this battle. Now, the attackers do, first off, need to take a gate somewhere so they can get their generals in. They do have Illyri Noble Hoplite, Lusitani Noble, and I kind of think, I wonder if Nervii wishes he brought a Oathsworn instead of a Noble Horse. Now, this first defense here from Nervii seems to kind of be falling apart. Thorough Spears have 20 kills. They're firing back at the Illyrian Raiders back here from RDI. So the goal, the main thing that they had to do here is, so you would not want to bring a Macaesuli on this tactic. Macaesuli's Numidian light infantry and Numidian riders do not have stalk. And because they don't have stalk, they would immediately be visible as soon as the game started. And that would defeat the purpose. The purpose of this would be to try and sneak your way through. You would need to avoid any sort of like capture point, or like a capture point, yeah. So like this, you probably would want to avoid it a little bit because your entire goal is to get right here. Now, that also requires you to try and keep as much attention here as you possibly can, keeping majority of the defenders' armies here. So it probably would be most, doable, maybe in like a 4v4 or something, where you have 3 attacking armies hitting the walls with 1 attacking army back here or something. That would probably be the best thing, and maybe enough troops from the guerrilla army to make them think that they're there or something. I was kind of surprised at how much the defenders had back here, though. Typically you don't see that much stuff spread out and around. Now over this way, looks like they might be getting some progress here. Naked Warriors, 88 kills. Guerrilla Swordsman, 69 kills. Levy Freeman with 21. Then Macedon just kind of chilling, waiting. You can see the hordes of Lusitani coming this way. I think they're coming to the walls, and then probably to come assist in finishing off these last kind of Macedonian units. The 2 militia hoplites looks like. The Illyrian noble hoplites are actually going up on the walls, and the general here, Lusitani noble for Lusitani, obviously, is getting on the wall over on this side. The noble horse over here just waiting for the gate. You can see a guerrilla sword came over this way to get the gate. Really the only archers that they have are the Gallic hunters for Nerviac. That's pretty much it. You can see they are actually getting some progress here. They've broken through this choke point and are starting to assail this one here. Got thorax swords holding back some of the guerrilla swords. I personally think you probably would have been better off here with 2 thorax swords side by side rather than the 1 thorax sword drawn out. Because really the 1 thorax sword can't really fill out this whole gap here. The Naked Hunters actually got out of that combat. 125 kills so far. And they are definitely still healthy enough to get more damage done. Throw spears up to 30 kills. Got the Rhodian slingers over here with 23, but they are turning this way to face that. Levy Freeman and Thorax Sword. Thorax 111 kills, 46 kills on the Levy Freeman. 77 and 38 on the Illyrian Raiders. They are really, really chevroned up. These guerrilla troops are relatively cheap, and so depending on the funds you play, like if you're playing 13,500, you're probably going to be able to chevron them up quite a bit. So in comparison, a guerrilla swordsman, triple chevron, 36 melee attack, 68 melee defense. Thorax sword, 38 and 57. 55 base morale and 50 base morale. Here come the Lusitani guerrilla warriors coming in. They're going to have a lot of javelins to use. Lots and lots of javelins. Now, the Thorax Sword actually came out of combat here. 138 kills. The Thorough Spear has now gone in. 57 kills now. The Illyrian Raiders are starting to get depleted. 55 and 95. But as you can see, they have more and more back behind here ready to support. Oathsworn 129 kills. Ooh, here we go. Cretan archers shooting over at the Lusitani units. Here come the Naked Warriors again. What I would suggest here, Macedon and Nervii. So Macedon, when Nervii is coming with the Naked Swords, pull out the Thorax Sword as the Naked Swords charge in. It will allow the Naked Swords to fully get a charge there. You can see a little bit of a gap through the middle here. So Lusitani and RDI are sneaking through this tiny little gap between units. You can see the Nervii and Thorax Swords moved forwards, which put the line at an awkward angle. The line here and the line here, leaving a honestly fairly sizable gap right between the two. I remember watching that as stream and thinking, man, that was a bad move by Macedon there. Gallic Hunters getting some angles here on the line. Thorax 66 kills, 55 kills. The original one here got 109, which is pretty solid. But this side here is getting a little worrying, I would say. You could see that units from the attackers are able to kind of get around and hitting the side of the Thorough Spears and the Levy Freeman. That could be a little bit of an issue. I'm kind of surprised that they don't have some higher tiered troops in these spots. Those higher tiered, like the Oathsworn, the Royal Peltis, things like that, would do a lot of damage in the, against these units. Once again, a little bit of a gap in the line right between the two Thorax Swords. These Thorax are not having a fun day. They're getting swarmed. Over this way, guerrilla warriors charging in. They took a lot of javelin fire. 51 kills on them. Or wait, Thorax Swords have 51. The Gorillas have 55. Look what happened here. Oh, no, man. That is just painful. I might have to clip in what happened there because that's not fun. I'll clip that in right here. And this is what happened to these poor Lusitani men. Just, oh my gosh, man. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, that's just painful. All right, I just wanted to show you what happened to the men in this area. Now back to the regular battle. You got Oathsworn here with 235 kills, 36 kills. Yeah, but this line is just collapsing. You can see the defenders are already falling back towards the keep. These positions have just become untenable. Some minor units here. Levy Freeman going over to slow this down. I think they were afraid that Lusitani would catch these units as they fled. So here, pretty quick, you'll see this line is going to collapse. And then you can see that line already has collapsed. So has this one here. So you got a Spartan Hoplite that's out of position. Once again, I would suggest on these really wide gaps, try to do 2 units to cover them. Because honestly, you could probably guarantee that whoever is attacking that gap is probably going to put 2 units to attack you. Lyrian Raiders, 118 kills. Nicely done. 107 on Guerrilla Swordsman. Unfortunately, because we are looking for the attacker's view, we can't fully see what the defenders are bringing. So the Oathsworn went in to slow them down, but they are now falling back. Thorax Swords as the next line of defense. You got then an Oathsworn behind, Spartan Hoplite. They just are going to have to grind their way through a lot of Hoplites, it looks like. Sparta, obviously, and then I think Macedon brought some as well. 102 kills on the Cretans. Gallic Hunters here with 100. Most of the units here for the attackers are going to be really, really susceptible to arrow fire. Lyrian Raiders. Lusitani Guerrillas here, 50 kills and 25 kills. 50 kills on this one as well. Probably a lot of that from javelins. Look at the hordes of attackers. But look at this, guys. Oh, man. Just an outrageous amount of death was dealt in these areas. Like, look at this spot especially. It's just ridiculous. I think a lot of things I think these are where the Thorough Spears were throwing at. They were throwing at that spot and just killed a ton of men. You can see Gallic Hunters from Nervii moving this way as well. The Nervii general is just now coming in the settlement. Pretty sure they captured the gate a long time ago. I mean, this is the unit that caught the gate, or captured the gate, so now it is just going to be lots of jabbies and lots of grinding. By the way, guys, I forgot to say, Merry Christmas. This video is coming out on Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas to everyone, and Happy Holidays to everyone who doesn't celebrate Christmas. I hope you guys enjoy a lovely time with your families. And hopefully, if you guys get bored, you're playing your new games or whatever, hopefully you guys are watching this video while you do it, you know what I mean? It's the nice thing about these siege battles is you can always go do something else while you're watching, and that's what's really cool about it. Obviously, any new people to the channel, welcome. If you guys are not already, if you have Discord, make sure to go join our Discord. It's called the Dragon Corps. We also have like Dragon Core merchandise available, all that kind of jazzy stuff. And this is going to be an interesting fight here. I mean, the attackers have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of stuff, a lot of javies, but the issue with their guerrilla deploy tactic is that it's a lot of lower tier stuff to what the attackers are bringing. The Spartan, like Hoplites, the Royal Spartans, the Oathsworn, Royal Peltis, things like that are very good units. So that's going to be the biggest thing the attackers are going to have an issue with, is grinding through all of that stuff that it kills them easier, Attackers are doing really good jobs of getting around the sides of things, doing very, very good job. Now Sparta here doing a nice response, attacking right into that Guerrilla Swordsman unit. Ooh, that was weird. Really, what's probably going to help the attackers the most is they're probably going to need to use as many of their javelins as possible. That's a lot of javelins to use, so if the defenders let them do it, it could be very, very, very effective, These Guerrilla Warriors have 27 charge bonus, which is solid enough. That is a solid bonus to, keep up a cycling charge, cycling those units in and out, allowing you to get that charge bonus every time. That should also help them get through some of these, like the Thorax Swords. Now, the Gallic Hunters are, for Nervii, the only archers the attackers have are all the way over here by the gate. Got a Guerrilla Swordsman going over this way. Probably going to go capture this tower. Attackers do have things like Lusitani Nobles, and then the Illyrian Noble Hoplites, which are all the way back here. So Lusitani was getting around, but Sparta, once again, nice response in charging that unit that was sneaking around the side and preventing them from doing so. That's going to, what they're doing by doing that is allowing them to continue this defense on this spot. The downside to Antioch here is that this area can be really goofy. That's why you can see the attackers have this, or the defenders have this U-shaped defense, is because this spot right here is really glitchy and you can't really set things there. And so the defenders here are doing a pretty good job at keeping an outer defense. It's allowing them to kind of, one, take time. It's really slowing the attackers down by just making them grind through all of these units. Spartan Hoplites are going to take a while to get through. So the defenders, excuse me, I keep saying these are wrong things. They've got their archers set up, getting really good shots. It's another good thing about having that outer defense. When you get up here, you don't have as good of an angle for your archers and slingers. Gallic Hunters are over by the gate. That's probably another thing that the attackers really wish they had right now was archers. It can be really rough. You're grinding through so much infantry, but not just that, you're getting shot by archers, and there's not really a whole lot you can do about it. Kind of like, what do you do, man? I thought this was a really cool, kind of funky tactic. I've seen people try smaller versions of this by just bringing a couple units, and it doesn't usually go very well, but this was kind of fun. It was kind of an interesting thing to see. The defenders were definitely not expecting it. They had stuff over in this area, but that was not because they expected a guerrilla deploy. It was because they expected units to be hitting them from all these other places, so they decided they needed to have people over here, And I think that was the one mistake the attackers made in this strategy. The strategy almost worked, guys. They got their troops all the way to here before they were stopped. Look how close that is to the point, man. Oh, that was rough. And you know what? Had this unit not been a pike, they might have been able to get through more of this and maybe cut off most of the defenders from getting to this point. Had it not been a pike. Or maybe if they had, because I don't think they javied the pike very much. I think maybe if they had used more javelins on the pikes, they might have been able to grind through it a little faster. But you know, just a couple things probably could have been changed that might have made this where they're not having to grind through this just mess of hoplites and swords and archers and all this stuff. So, but you know what? We'll see what happens. You never know. We're not done yet. The battle's not over. Bounce power is actually relatively even. Now the attackers are doing, or Nervii is doing a really good job of coming over here with his archers. It's going to give them a really good angle on the archers up on the walls, which is either going to force them off of the walls or kill them, you know, and that is really a huge deal for the attackers. Just moving more and more units in, man. Just so many units coming into this fight. Illyrian Marines, Guerrilla Swords waiting to go in. This Guerrilla Sword's 107 kills. More and more Illyrian stuff. Illyrian Marines back here from RDI. Illyrian Raiders. Got the Noble Horse Gen for Nervii. Now, okay, so they are firing. 41 kills, 42 kills. These guys are not fired. I think they're out of range. Now, the Cretan archers are shooting back now. They are getting some shots in, getting some kills. You can see they adjusted this unit to be able to shoot over at the Gallic Hunters. Pew, 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 pew. That's my Star Wars laser sound. Spartan Hoplite, 65 kills, 85, and now Royal Peltis going in for Macedon, 61. They've got 65 kills. God, man, just the archer ammos and everything coming in. 179 kills on the Cretans. Oathsworn General for Nervii is relatively healthy, 149, well, pretty healthy, actually. 149 men and 67 kills. Could you imagine this, guys? Like, just looking down on this. Hold the line! Whatever comes through that gate, you will hold your ground! And then from the other angle, that in and of itself is pretty daunting. Having to get through the stuff on the under the stairs, but then fight your way up the stairs. The archers back in the background shooting their ammo. Man, that would not be fun as an attacking army. Ooh, here we go. Look at this. Sparta actually moved his Cretans over here, thus forcing the Gallics further away. Nicely done there. And honestly, he might turn around and just shoot this Guerrilla Sword just despite it. Lusitani Guerrillas are in combat, 54 kills and 60 kills. This one is wavering. It looks like it's about to break. And there it goes. Now this other one is fully engaged. Then you got some more guerrillas, guerrilla swordsmen coming in from Nervii and Lusitani. 117 kills on the defending Naked Warrior. 130 kills on the Guerrilla Sword from Nervii. And as you can see, they're just going to continue moving up more and more troops, little bit by little bit, to continue the pressure on this. Gallic Hunters did fall back, but looks like they stopped here. They could, you know what I would think, if you have all four with ammo, might send 2 over here and 2 over here to force one to shoot this way, but then you can shoot at the other one. Get a crossfire on them, that might work. Probably going to need to send more into this. Once again, this is going to be the hardest part. It's grinding through the hoplites, man. Now look at the Royal Peltis, 153 kills. Still fresh, 89 men, about half health then. Guerrilla and Guerrilla Swords doing pretty solid, 146 now. These Guerrilla Swordsmen have 30 charge bonus. It's even better than the Lusitani Guerrilla Warriors. What about the Illyrian Raiders? Illyrian Raiders have, or not, yeah, Raiders. They've got 16 charge bonus, so not the greatest. Are they throwing jabbies, or are they going to charge in? Sparta's just going to charge, I guess. Once again, they got to be careful, though. You know, you don't want to pull this line much farther than this one. That's where they made that mistake earlier, and they created gaps in the lines that the attackers definitely took advantage of. Now, I'm not sure, you know, this area could be a little goofy. I'm not sure if they can get around this, but it sure looks like they can. 207 kills now on the Royal Peltis from Macedon. The high tier units for the defenders, honestly, are just licking their chops here. Gallic Hunters went back to their original position. Once again, shooting over here at the Macedonian Cretans. These Macedonian Cretans, I bet you they are almost out of ammo, so I almost wonder if it's worth shooting at them anymore. 249 kills now. 362. I mean, anything that they put on this hill is just going to rack up kills, man. Just so many. This Cretan must be out of ammo now. It doesn't look like they're going to throw much else into this area. You can see a depleted Naked Warrior going in, 173 kills now. Frenzy charge. But other than that, I don't think they're going to put any more troops in. I think they're going to give that up. And I don't know now. Now I got a Royal Peltis from Macedon moving forward. But I thought maybe they were just going to give that up and let the attackers walk into their death trap here. Now, the nice thing is most of Sparta does... I mean, Sparta, pretty much almost none of its units have Pila. So that is one thing they don't have to worry about is, you know, Pila, 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 Pila. Sound like a Pokemon. But, you know, the defender, like some of the other defenders, like Nervii or Macedon, could have some units sitting in the back that could throw javelins over the heads. Something like that. The Lusitani Noble and the Illyrian Noble Hoplite might need to go in soon. Illyrian Noble Hoplite already has 158 kills. Yeah, I don't think that they're going to put any more into this. I think that the defenders probably just brought up those two gens to maybe, like, second wind stuff. Or battle rhythm, which I don't see anything, but they could have already done it. Gallic Hunter moved forward. 353 kills on a Gallic Hunter is just stupid. Probably once again to just slow down the attackers. As they move forward, they'll have to fight through the Gallic Hunters and then whatever they put next. And then eventually they have to fight through... What is this? Here's a Sparta. 1, 2, Royal Spartan, and Spartan Hoplite. So 2 heroes of Sparta. You know what? This might have to be the... That might have to be the thumbnail. Sorry. Yeah, so the Gallic Hunters kind of moved back a little bit. Still have some ammo from Sparta here. Oh, man, they do still... So you still got 2 Fierce Swords from Nervii. You got the Oathsworn Gen, the Royal Peltis. You got a Spartan Pike still. Gallic Hunters up on the walls from the defending Nervii. Pretty sure most of the stuff up here... Oh, no. That's a Cretan Archer with 0 kills, which means they have all the ammo. So their angle here is just beautiful. Now, the Gallic Hunters, if they still have ammo, they might be able to put a stop to that. Which it looks like they do. So Sparta's Cretan Archers are taking some damage now. Not sure why the Illyrian Marines are in square formation. That, like, they have to attack, not the other way around. And they probably need to work on getting more units up here. I mean, majority of their armies are all the way back here. Spartans, 103 men left. They're not firing yet either, which I'm really surprised. Maybe they're waiting for units to attack here so they can shoot them in the back. A fresh guerrilla sword coming in. Illyrian Marines throwing their javelins. 93 kills on the Illyrian Marines, and they still have javelins. That is nicely done. They might be able to get through a few of these gaps with a small unit or something. The Oathsworn throwing their javelins right over the heads of the Spartan hoplites into the Illyrian Marines. Lusitanis, guerrilla warriors breaking 134 kills. Oh no. Oh man. I think that's the Royal Peltist. They're not sending enough units into this. I'm not sure why. They have all these units back here. Like, you're gonna have to get through this eventually. Probably your best place getting through is right here, because those are the non-elite Spartan units. Spartan hoplites, but then everything else is like Heroes of Sparta and Royal Spartans and yada yada yada. The Cretans actually ended up turning around and shooting back at the Gallics. I guess that's probably a good idea. But now that they got the Gallics to run away, they should probably turn around and start firing into the backs of these units here. More units, Illyrian Marines, guerrilla swords back here. The Lusitani nobles and Illyrian noble hoplites aren't anywhere close to going in, and I'm not really sure why. That's kind of their best chance of getting through here. Yeah, units just break in here. This is another guerrilla sword here, though, with a fresh one coming in against the Spartan hoplites. Kind of surprised they haven't activated their pikes yet. Sparta has that one more pike here, and I'm really surprised they haven't thrown them in and set up in this spot. Because if you put the pike here, then honestly the attackers have no way through. Because I don't think they'd get through the Royal Spartans or the Heroes of Sparta. Although now the Spartan hoplite is backed up by the Oathsworn, so that helps them, I guess. Oh, that's okay. Gallic Hunter. Like, where are these missiles coming in from? Now, the Heroes of Sparta are taking damage. Don't get me wrong. They are taking damage. But the question is, are they taking enough damage? Oh, the missiles coming in from this side, shooting into the backs of these units over here is just disgusting. Here comes more from Nervii. They're probably going to need to put up pressure here and here. Because, I mean, they've got stuff putting pressure here, but really nothing in this other spot. Gallic Hunters, 122 kills. Still shooting. Now, what are they shooting at now? They're shooting they're shooting in the back of these things over here. Probably gonna need to put in that Spartan hoplite to help out the Hero of Sparta. Yep, look at that. Heroes of Sparta just getting shot in the back. 60 men left. Then the Royal Peltis, the Macedonian gen, must have gone around and is engaging over here. Oathsworn pulled out, 124 kills with 148 men. And now the Lusitani Noble General going in. Uh-oh. That's not good. Macedon's General getting through and sandwiching some of these units from Ardii and Nervii. That is not good. Here comes the Oathsworn from the defending Nervii again. Now maybe, you know what? That could be, the attackers might be able to counter sandwich the Royal Peltist. Royal Peltist Gen, 155 men left with 103 kills now. Illyrian Raiders, I don't know how long they're going to last, though. Now you got Royal Spartans and Spartan Hoplites layered on top of each other. Fierce Sword in the back here. Makes you wish you had an Artie to hit this temple with. A lot of firepower coming into this clump here. Now, whose gen was that? Lusitani's gen is gone. Wow, what killed them? Must have been the archers and the javelins, because that is crazy. That is crazy. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, out of ammo and out of ammo. Yeah, he's still got the pike here, which I'm really surprised it's not in combat. The Oathsworn Gen for Nervii, 153 kills with 139 men left. The archers and slingers have really been tearing up. Still got a Fierce Sword back here. More Fierce Swords. Cretans and Rhodians that I'm pretty sure out of ammo. Royal Peltist at 191 now. I hate to say it, but I don't think the attackers are pulling this one off. It was a really fun idea, and I think they almost had it, but unfortunately, I don't think this is going to go their way. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. You can see they're really just not making it anywhere. The archers, man. 126 kills, 151 kills, 130 kills. Uh-oh, and here we go. There's the army losses. Ardii is hanging in there, but Nervii, you can see, is falling. I think the general's probably dead. That's probably why Nervii is collapsing. It's just going to be like the Illyrian Noble Hoplites, just going to take its time. Macedon's General, 235 kills. Noble Hoplites 168, 69 now. And here you go, the masses of the defenders coming in to finish off Ardii's General. He's going to get some kills out of this. They could probably just go around him. Look at him, 202. Oh, here comes the Illyrian Raider coming back. The Spartan Pikes are in combat, 64 kills. Ooh, a lot more than that now. But I think army losses, the general's broken. Illyrian Raiders. And that is it. All right. Now for the attackers, we have Ardii commanded by Royal Athenian, 1874. 209 on the General. Illyrian Noble Hoplites. The Illyrian Marines did pretty solid. The Illyrian Raiders, actually, a couple of them did pretty good. Now, our Wimber as Lusitani with 1,431 kills did all right. You know, most of his infantry didn't quite break 100, but like some of it did pretty solid. Urader as Nervii with 1518. Archers did really well, and then his infantry did pretty solid as well. Now, for the defenders, we've got Macedon commanded by I don't know 101 with 3,158 kills. I'll be honest with you guys, it's not that often that you get Macedon with 3,158 kills. Look at his archers, 365, 379, 315. So you're talking 1,000-something kills just in those 3 units. His Royal Peltas, 250, 289. And his general had a couple more kills left in him. And his infantry all did really, really well. Cambridge with 2,171 kills. 295 and 175 on the Oathsworn. His Fierce Swords did okay. He had some that didn't even see combat. 203 and 192. Then finally Sparta, 1,332 kills. Honestly, not a ton to talk about with Sparta. 111 on a Spartan Pike. That's really kind of the best. Well, Royal Spartan with 177. But that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Once again, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Thank you guys so much for joining for this awesome battle. And we will see you guys next time.